Con
The light guides you.
What'll wet your whistle?
Okay. Right, hello, just playing in Legend now. I was playing Control Shaman. I've been playing a familiar name here, Pavel. I wonder if this is the real Pavel. Three, 5. There's both of these at the moment.
what to do.
I can draw all my Murlocs next turn.
There is little time.
Do I just draw the Murlocs now? I think this is more efficient. Bolner into drawing the Murlocs. I might want to use Bolner with a disruption card like Theatar, probably more like Mutanus. We'll see what happens. Right, here we go. Here we go.
My client has the heart of a Kyrian.
Yeah. Okay. Didn't get Mutanus, unfortunately. Let's clear a bit of this board off.
There is little time.
We don't have an easy way to clear this board now.
Initializing descent.
Okay. So it's double trading to the 2-3, I assume, here.
I stand in wonder.
Right, what turn did you play Order in the
An
Court?
error, to be sure.
Got my Denathrius here. So 1 minute, so we could actually play Denathrius, followed by Bolner,
Initializing descent.
McCaw, and another one. We could do massive damage. If we get this up to 10, we can win in turn 11.
With every step, the light guides
I
you.
stand in wonder.
We'll play clownfish into primordial wave here. We do have a good way of getting rid of this. Oh, no, this is a 9 cost, alright. I don't want to give him an 8 drop. Okay.
That was misguided.
Okay, I mean, this is a terrible one. A 4 mana 3/3, a 6 mana 6/2, which summons a minion from my deck. Let's just hope it all hits me.
We can spell.
I stand in wonder.
Sorry, we traded. You can get rid of this.
Frost bites sharper than vein.
Okay, so he can get rid of the 3/2. So I'm going to end up with 2 minions after this, and he'll be left with a 5/1.
Well played.
You
Remember
honor me.
this day, for you are graced with my presence.
May the light grant you peace.
Oh, is that the Natharis there? I think we definitely play this now. We played the Natharis next turn, and hopefully we bowl the Macaw into Macaw. We'll do 40 damage. Okay, let's have a look. We'll do 2 damage to all minions. Maybe do this instead of 6 damage. Because remember, if he gets rid of these 2, that's an extra 2 damage for the Natharis. And also it makes his... Okay, we've got a very interesting 2 turns now. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Your training has paid off.
If he has a 3rd time, I'm going to be so annoyed. Okay. These cost 0. These, oh, scary.
Now that be a story worth passing down.
So we've got 3 mana plus 3 legendaries, which he gets to choose. So it's not looking good, but I've got lethal in 2 turns. Assuming he doesn't do something crazy like disrupt my deck. Okay. Is that Colossal he's got there? Why would he trade that? Why did he trade that?
You seem overburdened. Lucky I am here.
That be a story worth passing down. Now that be a
Oh my goodness!
passing down. Thank you for your wisdom.
You're joking! He just... This is incredible. Bolner into Denathrius. What a finish! What an incredible finish! I didn't even need to play my what's it called? Wow. I didn't even have to play my what's it called? That was very risky, making my cards cost health. Alright. Right, wow. What an amazing game. Okay. Let's see if he friends me back. No, probably not. Probably the real Pavel. What does he want to do with a random player? Right, that was a nice game. Right. Absolutely incredible. Right, so and remember I had even more. I had 16, 32. Then when I play repeat the battle cry again, I do the same thing again, plus I trigger the boner. So that's 96 damage I could have done that turn. And actually could have done more. If I would have played the... What's it called? That was suicidal, really, if you think about it. I mean, if I had Denathrius. And I heal up every turn as well. Yeah, so I could have played... so I played Bolner plus Denathrius. I think it was a 60-32 damage. Right, then I could have played the Macaw for another 16, but I triggered Bolner, so it's another 16 on top of that, so it's another 32. And I had 2 Macaws, so that's 3 times 32. Plus, I actually could have also played the school teacher and a 1-1 as well. So I had potentially 160 damage there. That'd be enough to beat even a carry-all. Wow. What an amazing finish. Yeah, anyway, so have a quick look at this deck here. Yeah, basic Control Shaman. It's a lot of fun to play this. It can deal with most types of decks. You've got Schooling, which is very good against some very fast aggro. You've got Farmance, a Flurgle, and a few... got Clownfish can get you, if you play an early Clownfish, that can help you get control of the board. Play the Flurgle, plus another cheap Murloc. Cookie the Cook, nice. I'm not sure it's essential, Cookie the Cook. I'm sure you could put some extra, more high impact cards in, but Cookie the Cook gives you lifesteal. Gives you 6 health basically for 3 mana, plus a weapon. A 2/3 weapon, sorry. Gives you 8 lifesteal potentially. Yeah. If someone trades it off, you heal for 2, and then you've got a 2/3 weapon which heals you for 6. Primordial Wave, and of course you can always pick up a weapon, up Rock Biter weapon to give you even more healing. But with the school teachers Naggling, you got Crud Caretaker. It's really there for the 1/1 which you want to use Muck Pools on, or Primordial Wave to transform it to something higher. So you get your 3/5 taunt plus a random 5 drop. Also Goldshy Knoll works very well with Schooling and Muck Pearls and Primordial. You've basically got a 10 drop which you can evolve into another 10 drop using Muck Pools or Primordial Wave. And because of the Schooling, so you play Schooling early, bear that in mind. You don't want to randomly just throw all your little piranhas onto the onto the board, especially if you've got that combination, because you want to play this as early as possible. You can literally win a game if you get like what's it called, that 8 drop, that 10 drop rather. If you get lucky, you get a Localar, or you get a Stormborn General, or even a 12/12. It's quite hard to deal with. Even if it doesn't have the stickiness that this does, or the Wind Fury damage that does. Yeah. So Insatiable Devourer. Yeah, it's just a good card. The longer matchups, someone steals something from you, you can just eat them up. Mutanus works very well if you, especially if you reduce the cost of it with the Clownfish. You can already get this down turn 5, or turn 8. You could play the Mutanus with Bran or something like that. You got Theotar, still a good card. It's something which you have to look at it as a card which you're investing for the next turn, because you generally won't be able to play anything of value after spending 5 mana. But you know, use this against Quest Priest. Save this for the Quest Priest to steal their Zyrella quest reward. You've got Sylvanas, fantastic new card. You can steal a very powerful. There are going to be some very big minions in this meta at the moment, especially things like Insatiable Devourer, Mutanus, and just other big. You know, look at this, Glug the Gulper. If it gets very big, just steal it. Famish Fools. Our main card draw is Famish Fools and Gorlock Ravager. So the problem is this is very expensive card draw. It does give you a small minion, but yeah. So what you want to do with this? They're low status for 5 mana. Ideally, you want to play them and then muck pulls them. So at least you've played theoretically a 6 drop and drawn 3 cards. Blade Master Akani, just got to know your opponent's deck, what they're going to want to play, and also bear in mind if they have coin, you generally don't want to do counter spell, just do counter minion, or if you know they're going to have very cheap minions or very expensive spells, it's probably better to just do spells, but of course it depends on the board state as well. Brilliant Macaw is absolutely key card to this deck, and whatever the Macaw does, you can Bran it as well. So for example, if in that last game we had Denathrius, we played Denathrius turn 10, then we can go Bran Macaw for the double Denathrius effect, and it actually replays the effect as the infused version. So let's say you infused it to 10, let's say in that last game was 16. So the Bran and Macaw will do 16 plus 16. Because the infused card actually changes the card itself. It becomes a different card every time you infuse it. A bit like the corrupt cards. The corrupted cards also, once they're corrupted, that is the card now. It's for example, if you remember Strongman, trying to evolve a Strongman, which is a 6/6 7 drop, which if it's corrupted it costs 0, it actually becomes a 0 cost card forever. That means it's not just like you can play it for cheap, it is a 0 cost card, and if you evolve it you get a 1 drop, which was quite frustrating. If any of you remember that from a couple of years ago. Bolner, you see the power of Bolner. You put a Bolner with the Macaw, so you play powerful battle cry like Mutanus or Denathrius, or even Brucan of the Elements. You get two powers of the elements. You play Bolner into Macaw. That is going to be the Bolner battle cry. It'll be that big battle cry. So you could do your Sylvanas steal a minion, or Mutanus devour something, or Denathrius just do massive damage and healing. And every time you play a battlecry minion, which you can get some very cheap ones, especially with School Teacher, you might want to keep those 1/1s in your hand if you can see the combo coming together. So play a Bolner into Brilliant Macaw. I think Bolner and Bran work together as well, possibly. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, I don't think it does. Yeah, but yeah, if you get them both on, you get triple the battle cries. Just be very aware in this meta there are some ridiculously powerful board wipes. For example, you've got things like a priest might have a Zyrella. That's not so common, but you definitely have things like a paladin, which has got the what's it called, the quality flame guy. What's it called? Not to say. Just look for the red one. Wild Pyromancer, yeah. So Wild Pyromancer quality can destroy a whole board just with 4 mana. Quality anything. Paladin's got some very good AoE. You've got you've got Druids. You've got a lot of mana. You've got things like Onyxia can deal with big boards, and of course you've got this card, of course, which we've mentioned already. Insatiable Devourer, which can actually, if you've got 3 minions close to each other, they're both massive, which you'll often get with the Bolner Macaw combo. If you played them in Tannis earlier, you get a very big one. So make sure that you're pretty sure he doesn't have an infused Insatiable Devourer. So you've got to be watching his hand a bit carefully there. That's why I think one game recently I played Theatar first, just to hedge the possibility that they might be able to just destroy my board. Didn't work out anyway, but yeah, it was that was the idea of the play. I just hit some rubbish, unfortunately. Yeah, Whirlpool Caverns, generally very good card, 4 mana with 9-12 stats. That's a ridiculous amount of stats for 4 mana. This is a must include in any Shaman deck. It's one of the most powerful cards in the game, if you ask me. And it also freezes, which is really important against a rogue or a demon hunter, who their weapons can be part of their win condition, or part of the function of the deck. You keep freezing the face, they're completely helpless. Anything else we need to speak about? Amalgam of the Deep, don't be scared to use this on like your Piranha to get a beast, or on your what's it called, your 3/5 elemental, or one of your totems. Yeah, especially if you need to, if you're the attrition deck and you need to make sure you don't get run over by your opponent. Just use whatever you can just to get any value. Yeah, you've got 2/3, which gets you can get you a Flame Tongue token, which can help your other totems get attack and control the board. Anything else? Yeah. Right, and you do have a bit more card draw with a Sleep Breaker, so this could be something which you might want to keep in the mulligan. Schooling, you generally want in the mulligan. It's a flexible card. As I said, it helps fill up your hand to allow a null to come down early. Also, it's good. It's basically 6 damage against an early swarming board, like you might get an aggro druid or imp warlock. So I would keep schooling in the hand. Amalgam of the Deep I'd keep sometimes as well. If you get any synergies, for example, you've got Clownfish and Gorlock Ravager, that's also a possibility to keep, especially if your other card is a cheap card which you can play turn 1 or 2. Clownfish is generally a good card to have because the effect is, once you've played this, the effect is ongoing until you play the 2 Murlocs. You can play 10 turns later, you'll still have the deduction. Your next 2 Murlocs cost 2 less, not necessarily this turn. That's what some people don't realise. Yeah, and there's some different variations you can do this deck. you really have to have some of the legendaries, though. It's not a cheap deck. You do need these strong legendary cards to make the deck work. Not Cookie. I don't think you need Cookie. But yeah, you need the Mutanus. That's a key card. Brukan's Elements is quite important. You can do it without these cards, without the Glug, but the power level of the deck just goes down. This is an attrition deck, so you want to be controlling the board, keeping yourself healthy, taking advantage of that 40 health, and yeah, surviving, and then just just flipping the board round with some massive swing turns that we get with these big cards. All right, thanks for watching, everyone, and that was interesting. Did we just beat the former world champion Pavel? Well, we're in the right region and we're in Legends, so yeah. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, in case you're wondering, we're on a 62% win rate, 16 wins, 10 losses. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.